Hello everybody and good morning. Got a long way to go today. Let's see what we're going to drive. Got the Ford F-150 Lightning. I've got a Tesla Model 3 Performance. I usually drive that in autocross. Look at those wheels. Yeah, sticky. And got some new tires for it. Got the Model X. It's an awesome road vehicle. Comfortable, it's nice. Of course, then I got my favorite Tesla Model Y and a Ford F-250 diesel. 60,000 miles on this truck. I think I'm gonna move it along, find a good, happy buyer. It's actually in excellent shape. 60,000 miles on a diesel is just broken in. I'm gonna put the Lightning over here and replace this thing. Send it off to a good home. I think I'm gonna choose the Ford Lightning since it's the newest. I've got a lot of distance to travel today. I usually set the charging to 85%. I plug in my J1772 that charges at 40 amps. Takes 5 or 6 hours. This is a charge point wall connector. It's not a charger, it's a wall connector that I usually charge it with overnight. Doesn't matter, you plug it in and go do whatever, and in the morning it's ready to go. I think one of the improvements the F-150 Lightning could have is a self-closing door. The age of the manual door is history. I always forget to close it and I get in and it whines at me. Today you've got a lot of driving to do. If we look at the range here, and look at that, how nice and clean that is. Yes, indeed, I did clean it. When I got it, it was had some dirt or dust on it, and I've looked through that for a number of thousands of miles. Well, I cleaned it today. 267 miles at 85%. If I would go all the way to 100, I bet we'd be over 300, which is the stated range here in the Lightning. Today, I'm headed down to Greer, 22 miles, pick up Greg. We're heading 40 some miles north to a amateur radio or ham radio lunch with the guys. Get done with that. We're heading way back down to Greg's house again. From there, we got a few antenna things to do. And then from there, we're headed to yet another amateur radio meeting in Greer, South Carolina with another group of hams. And that is an evening meeting. We got a presentation. When we're done, I'll drop Greg off and drive home. How many miles is that? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the Lightning will do it. All right, well, let's get out of the garage and get down the road. By the way, I did set the departure conditioning. I set it for whatever it says, 6:45 this morning. And since it's plugged into the wall connector, it uses shore power or the electricity available in my house for warming the vehicle and does not use the battery power. So in the morning, if you have either a Mach-E or a Ford Lightning, you can do that. Same with the Tesla. The Tesla will precondition if that's what you want. Uh-oh. I got an ABC. Look how filthy everything is. I forgot to clean the truck windows. Let's do it. I'd say that's a whole lot better. Look at that. We can actually see out of the window. Pro tip. Don't leave your truck running and clean the window and cover up the rain sensor. Windshield wipers wreck your job. We're on our first leg. We're on Landrum Highway or Highway 14. Heading to Greg's house now. Yes, it's out in the country. I just picked up Greg, 243 miles on the GOM, and we're headed over to Richards now. That's 35 miles from here. What do you say, Greg? What do you know?
Not much, but looking forward to a good lunch and then a good ham meeting tonight, so we got a full day of it.
Yeah, so all the amateur radio operators or hams usually meet in the area. At least our group does. We're pretty active. We do a lot of DXing. That means chasing distant stations and other amateur radio activities. So we stay busy doing our thing. We're headed now to Highway 25, and we're going to go do that. Just getting off of Highway 25 here now. We're taking Highway 1.
Right lane, then take exit 7 towards Saluda.
We're just getting off on Highway 176
In
with
1/4 mile. Turn
Chatty
left on
Cathy's
Spartanburg
driving me
Highway.
crazy. Chatty, stop. We'll go surface streets now up to our meeting restaurant here. El Paso.
Turn left on Spartanburg Highway.
Yeah, we're just leaving the El Paso Mexican restaurant. Got 186 miles of range. Ooh. We've driven so far, let's see if I get the right trip. A whole whopping 52.8 miles with an average of 1.9 kilowatt hours per mile. I've arrived at my house. We thought we'd do a few things here on the way to Greg's house. 167 miles left. 66 degrees. Nice day. All right, we are back in the truck. 165 miles of range left over. We spent a little time here at the house since I'm between the two events and did a couple things, and now we're headed south again to Greer, South Carolina. We've made it to Wade Hampton, or Highway 29 here in South Carolina. As you can see, it's rush hour. Everybody's heading home. It's a little after 5. And we're heading over to Mythos tonight. It's one of the restaurants everybody picked for tonight. So that's where we're headed. And the nav says we have 140 miles left. So that's pretty good.
You're constantly double clicking, double clicking.
Because on mine, it comes up on the screen, and I click OK, and then it logs it in. But
Right,
that's just
but-
one,
but-
that's just one comment.
Right, but keep in mind, it goes into a queue.
It is now 8:47 p.m., 142 miles of range. We are just leaving the restaurant. Everybody is going. And I think we'll get Greg and Phil over there in here, and we'll get on the road. We're back here at Greg's, 134 miles, and now I'm headed home. Looks like I'll probably use another 20-some miles here. Not bad. Getting close to home now. It's been quite a long day. We're at 1:13. Got a little bit of ways to go here yet. At the end of the day, you need to plug your EV in, grab your charge cord. Mine in this case is a J1772. Darn hiccups. Come on. And just plug it in. The car is programmed to charge to 85%, which is the ideal range, and I'm good to go. I am back home. Had a good day. We went all over the place. I drove whatever it was, 120, 30, 59 plus 19 miles here. All in all, it was a good day. I went from here to Greer, South Carolina, then up to Hendersonville, North Carolina, back to Tryon, and yes, I have the hiccups, and then back down to Greer, and then back to Greg's house in Greer, and then back here to the house. Arrived with 41%. What did we learn today by doing this little exercise? You charge your truck or car or whatever electric car you may have on your electricity available at your house. In the morning, it's ready to go, just like you saw. It's 265 miles of range. We arrived home at 41%. We drove quite a bit. If I look at the trip data, I accidentally reset the trip meter for 1 here. And of course, it's showing 19. Anyway, we went quite a bit of distance. I would say probably 160 miles or so today. And so what we learned was you plug it in at home. You don't have to stop anywhere because usually an EV has decent range. The Ford Lightning here has about 320 miles of predicted range, a little less if you go faster. Generally, our rat killing involves driving around town. Maybe you're going to work and back, don't know. But it's easy to charge it at home and drive it all day. So that is what I showed today. If you liked today's video, go ahead and give me a like, and if you would, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I'll look for you in the next one, and take care, and excuse my hiccups.